Welcome to Eden Story Channel. Now let the magic of storytelling unfold before your eyes. The Crisis of the Cloud Kingdom. Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled in a lush valley, there lived a young girl named Ilara. She was known for her boundless curiosity and unyielding spirit. Ilara spent her days exploring the forests and meadows, dreaming of far-off lands and magical creatures. Her favorite pastime was lying in the fields, watching the clouds drift by and imagining the adventures they carried. One bright summer day, as Ilara lay on the soft grass, a particularly fluffy cloud floated down, almost as if it was inviting her to touch it. Intrigued, she reached out, and to her astonishment, the cloud felt solid beneath her fingers. Without a second thought, she climbed onto the cloud, which began to rise gently into the sky. As the village grew smaller below her, Ilara felt a mixture of fear and excitement. Higher and higher, the cloud ascended, carrying her above the mountains and into the vast expanse of the sky. Soon, the world below disappeared, replaced by a realm of floating islands and shimmering light. "Welcome to the kingdom in the clouds," a gentle voice greeted her. Startled, Ilara turned to see a graceful, translucent figure standing beside her. It was a cloud sprite, her form shifting and shimmering like the clouds themselves. "Who are you?" Ilara asked, her eyes wide with wonder. "I am Lyra, a guardian of this realm," the sprite replied with a warm smile. "You are the first human to visit our kingdom in many centuries." Ilara looked around in awe. The cloud she stood on was part of a larger network of floating islands, each teeming with vibrant plants, fantastical creatures, and majestic palaces made of light and mist. "This place is beautiful," Ilara breathed. "But why has no one visited in so long?" Lyra's expression grew somber. "Our kingdom is in grave danger. An evil sorceress named Morgath has cast a dark spell over our land, seeking to control the clouds and the creatures within. She dwells in the Forbidden Tower, and her power grows stronger each day." Determination flared in Ilara's eyes. "How can I help?" "You have a pure heart and a brave spirit," Lyra said. "With your help, we might be able to defeat Morgath and restore peace to our kingdom. But it will not be easy. You must journey to the Forbidden Tower and confront her." Ilara nodded resolutely. "I will do whatever it takes." With that, Lyra led Ilara through the kingdom, introducing her to its many inhabitants. She met talking animals, wise old sages, and playful sprites, all of whom had suffered under Morgoth's reign. Each shared their stories and offered their support, filling Ilara with a sense of purpose and camaraderie. After a long and arduous journey, filled with trials and tests of her courage, Ilara finally stood before the towering silhouette of the Forbidden Tower. The sky around it was dark and stormy, crackling with Morgath's malevolent energy. "You must be careful," Lyra warned. "Morgath is cunning and powerful, but remember, the true strength lies within your heart." Taking a deep breath, Ilara stepped forward. The entrance to the tower loomed ahead, guarded by a pair of fierce stone gargoyles. As she approached, The gargoyles came to life, blocking her path. "State your business," one growled. "I am here to end Morgath's tyranny," Alara declared, her voice steady. The gargoyles exchanged a glance before stepping aside. "You may pass, but beware. The sorceress will not be easily defeated." Inside the tower, shadows danced along the walls, and an eerie silence filled the air. Alara ascended the winding staircase, her heart pounding with each step. At the top, she entered a grand chamber where Morgoth awaited her. The sorceress was as formidable as the tales had described, tall and imposing, with eyes like burning embers and a cloak of swirling darkness. She looked down at Alara with a contemptuous sneer. "So, a little girl dares to challenge me," Morgoth hissed. "You will regret this foolishness." "I am not afraid of you," Alara replied, standing tall. "Your reign of terror ends now." Morgoth laughed, a harsh, cruel sound that echoed through the chamber. "We shall see." With a flick of her wrist, Morgoth unleashed a torrent of dark magic. Alara dodged and countered with the light she had gathered from the kingdom's inhabitants. The two forces clashed, filling the room with blinding flashes and thunderous roars. "Your power is nothing compared to mine," Morgoth taunted, launching another attack. Alara gritted her teeth, focusing on the light within her. She remembered the kindness and courage of the friends she had made, drawing strength from their trust and love. With a shout, she unleashed a burst of pure, radiant energy, catching Morgoth off guard. "No!" the sorceress screamed as the light enveloped her, breaking her dark spell. The shadows around her dissipated, and her power waned. Taking advantage of Morgoth's moment of weakness, Alara pressed forward. "This is for the kingdom in the clouds." With one final, determined push, Alara's light overwhelmed Morgoth, shattering the sorceress's hold on the kingdom. Morgoth let out a final, anguished cry before vanishing into thin air, her dark magic defeated. Exhausted but triumphant, Alara collapsed to her knees. The storm clouds around the tower began to clear, revealing the bright, clear sky of the kingdom. Lyra appeared beside her, her face radiant with joy. "You did it, Alara. You have saved us all." The inhabitants of the kingdom gathered, cheering and celebrating their newfound freedom. They lifted Alara onto their shoulders, hailing her as a hero. "Thank you," Alara said, tears of happiness in her eyes. "But I could not have done it without all of you." As the celebrations continued, Lyra gently took Alara's hand. "It is time to return home. Your village will be wondering where you have gone." Alara nodded, feeling a pang of bittersweet emotion. She had grown to love the kingdom in the clouds and its magical inhabitants. But she knew she belonged with her family and friends in her village. With a final farewell, Lyra led Alara back to the cloud that had brought her to the kingdom. As they descended, the kingdom faded from view, but the memories and the friendships Alara had made remained etched in her heart. When the cloud gently touched down in the meadow near her village, Alara stepped off, feeling a sense of accomplishment and joy. She watched as the cloud drifted away, carrying with it a promise of future adventures. Elara ran back to her village, where her worried parents embraced her tightly. "Where have you been?" her mother asked, tears in her eyes. "I had the most incredible adventure," Elara replied with a smile, "and I made friends who will always be with me, no matter where I go." As Elara grew older, she never forgot the kingdom in the clouds and the lessons she had learned there. She became a storyteller, sharing her tales of bravery and friendship with the villagers, inspiring generations to come. And so, the story of Elara, the brave girl who saved a magical kingdom, lived on, a testament to the power of courage, friendship, and the boundless possibilities of imagination.